Okay, so before we get started, a couple things. Quiz tomorrow. I am here until 3:15 after school because we have a faculty meeting. So if you want to come right after the last bell to room 112, I'll be glad to help you. I'm here tomorrow morning at 6:50 in the morning. Okay, will my two kiddos be here? Yes, they will. But I have to take them over to Gap at some point, or I'll have another teacher do that. But I'm here to help you at 6:50 in the morning. Tomorrow during C lunch. Might be a great idea. Mr. H, I'd like to eat lunch with you. Come on down. Bring your lunch. If you have C lunch, come and eat and get some practice right before your quiz, because you have a quiz tomorrow. Everybody with me? Okay, let's say a prayer. I'm going to say the prayer today. Because I'm not going to lie. I've had a hard day. You know? Sometimes I need it. Dear God, sometimes Mondays are rough. This morning I felt like a bad father. Both of my children were scared and sad to go to school today. And to leave them feeling like that and drop them off hurt my heart. But God, you know all things. And when I came back and turned on music, you were playing songs that just resonated for me, Lord. And I know you see all things. You see my heart, my soul, my intentions. Lord, you made me feel better. What I ask for, Lord, is to help these 6 young ladies in this class. To let them have a peace and a feeling that they're going to be just fine. Let them retain knowledge, Lord, but let them know you. God, we ask for a great week. We love you. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, so, you ready? I'm going to be loud, so I don't want to scare anybody. As soon as I look at a problem, and it has a mixed number, you should hear this in your head. There should be warning bells going on. Like the monkey with the symbols. Ding, 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 ding. Like something should be happening. We cannot do adding or subtracting if there's a mixed number. Okay, should I do it again?
Yeah.
Okay. If there's a mixed number. Should I just walk into Mr. Keller's room and do that? Because I don't think that would probably not go well. That would not go well. Okay, so you should have these sirens going off. You cannot add, subtract, multiply, or divide with a mixed number. So the first thing we have to do is change said mixed number into what? What's it called? What is it?
Improper fraction.
Good job, birthday girl. Improper fraction. To do that, we take these parts, and I changed how I usually do it, and I match those worksheets you have. Because you have a packet that talks about fractions that you can use on your quiz tomorrow. We take the denominator and we multiply it by this portion out here. 9 multiplied by 3 is 27. We take that product and we add it to the numerator, which is 28. Keep the denominator. Hey, my denominators are the same. Hot dog. We drop the denominator down, the denominator stays. We subtract across. 5 minus 28 is negative 23. This was the example. Okay. Do we have warning bells going off right now? Like when you look at this, what, Olivia, give me a, what's should be like shouting out, hey, there's a warning, warning, warning. What's there that we don't want?
That 2.
Yeah, this big 2, right?
Yeah.
What do we call this type of fraction that has this whole portion up front? A what? Starts with an M. Ends in X.
Mixed number.
Mixed number. We do not want mixed numbers, y'all. Hey, again, listen. We cannot do these if there's still a mixed number. Does everybody understand that? I'm going to say it one more time. You cannot do these if there's a mixed number. All of y'all started doing this correctly. We take this denominator and we multiply it. So we have 7 multiplied by 2 is 14. Then we take that 14 plus the 2. Now, I drop the 4 sevenths. I drop the plus. Is this fraction still going to be negative? Absolutely. 14 plus 2 is 16 sevenths. Have I lost anybody yet? Okay. Hey, this is pretty easy. Why? What's the same? The denominators. If the denominators are the same, we keep them. So now we have 4 plus negative 16. Plug that into your calculator right now. Do it right now. 4 plus the negative. And the negative on some of these calculators is at the bottom. 4 plus negative 16.
Negative
Negative what?
Negative 12.
Negative 12. Did anybody not get a negative 12? So I can show you how to use the tool. The tool is the calculator. Yeah.
Oh, I got 28 over 7.
Okay.
Don't laugh. That's
No, guys, it's not funny. So,
I get like, okay, I get this part, but then I get confused up here.
so you have to add this part, adding those. So what's 14 plus 2?
16.
That's how I'm getting that 16/7.
Are you coming in this class today?
Say it again?
Are you?
Yeah.
Right
Well,
now?
what does it look like?
Okay. So I have negative 12. Do we keep the denominator?
Mhm.
Yeah, always. There's my answer.
Wait, we can't.
Nope, we cannot simplify it.
Okay.
Have your homework out and then go. Leave your homework out. Go ahead and get your homework out, ladies. We had the adding and subtracting fraction sheet.
It was 13 through 27, right?
I think it was 11 through 27, but
Oh.
yes.
I was kind of confused on the homework.
Okay.
Me too.
I didn't understand it at all.
Okay.
Okay, so when my dad came over last night, I actually figured out and I remember what I was.
Good.
Oh,
Yeah, my mom said something and it like triggered, and then I like remember having to do it.
that's what my dad did.
I
He
was
like
so-
said something. I'm like, no, but this is
I did.
how
Did you work on your
messing
No,
up.
I didn't. I really kind of
Look at
forgot.
me,
Like, I
look
tried it,
at
but I was
me.
like, I don't really get it.
Okay.
My mom said like to like multiply or something, and then it clicked and I did the rest of them.
Okay, so you have to finish it up.
Yeah, my dad said like he gave me an
How do you
example,
feel
but
about
it
when
was
she gets
nothing
back?
like the problem.
Not until we're done going over this, since you don't
So
have it.
it triggered my brain. I'm like, okay.
Okay, so listen, y'all. Those of you who did not do it all, you're not going to get full credit because you did not do it all. So that means, right now, homework is it's a completion grade. It's an all or nothing. Turn it in tomorrow. Okay? So if you don't know how to do it, come in for help. Go to Life Prep Plus, go to the Math Corner. There's lots of different things that we have options to do. Is that correct? So if you're having trouble, ask for help. Let me help you. Okay? So what I want you to do now, we're going to go over this. If you have questions, say, Mr. H, I need to see that one. And we'll put it on the board. Okay? So we're going to go through them right now. I'm just going to say the answers. And then put a check mark if you got it right. Put an X if you got it wrong. Put something if you want to see me do it.
Do you want us to use like a pen?
It's whatever you want. This is your work. It's yours to keep on. Number 11. So our denominators are not the same. So we have to get them to be the same. We get 1/24. Number 13 is 7/15. Number 15 is 47/40. So for those of you who didn't do it, you should at least write down the answers. That way when you're working on it later, you can say, oh, okay, I got the right answer. So again, 15 is 47/40. Number 17 is -17/5. -17 divided by 5. Number 19 is 19/7. 19 divided by 7. 21 is 2/3. 2 divided by 3. Number 23 is -43/8. -43 divided by 8. Number 25 is -19/12. And 27 is 103/20. So 103 divided by 20. Okay, I'm going to start with those of y'all who actually did the questions. Which ones did you have trouble with and which ones do you need to see? Is there any that you said, I missed that one, I need to see it?
19.
Number 19, okay. Where's my purple rag? There it is. Okay. Number 19 says 3 6/7 plus a -1 1/7. Okay. Right now we should be looking at this going, wee-hoo, wee-hoo, wee-hoo. What's wrong? What are here that we don't like? Mixed numbers. So I need to get rid of the mixed number and turn them into improper fractions. 7 multiplied by 3 is 21. 21 plus 6 is 27/7. 7 times 3 is 21. 21 plus the 6 is 27. We keep the denominator. Plus 7 multiplied, we know it's going to be negative. It's negative there, it's going to be negative down there. 7 multiplied by 1 is 7. Plus 1 is -8/7. So we've changed the mixed number into improper fractions. Okay? Isabella, do you see your mistake yet? Do you have that? Yeah? So you made your mistake in the mixed numbers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Isabella, I'm not going to let you off the hook though. What's going to be my denominator?
7.
7. So now I have 27 plus a -8. Everybody can do that in your calculator. So let's work with our tool. Do 27 plus -8. So everybody practice it with your calculator. 27 plus a -8.
19.
Positive 19. And that's how I got 19/7. What others?
23 and 26.
23 and 27?
Yeah.
Which would you like first?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. So we have -1 7/8 plus a -3 1/2. Wee-hoo, wee-hoo, wee-hoo. There's warning bells going off. Why, Riley? What's wrong? What don't we want?
Mixed numbers.
Good. Mixed numbers. So we're going to get rid of the mixed numbers by turning them into improper fractions. 8 multiplied by 1 is 8. 8 plus 7 is 15. 8ths. Plus, you know it's going to be negative. 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. 6 plus the 1 is 7. Okay. Oh man, Mr. H, there's still a problem here though. These are the hard ones. And you're not going to have many of these on your quiz, but you're going to have a couple. What makes this one hard? Yeah, the denominators are different. Okay? You have a couple different ways to do this, but I'm just going to bring my fractions out. 15/8, 7/2. What do I need to do?
Do 8 times 2.
Yep, this whole 1 by 2, because here's the fraction. We multiply it by the other denominator, which happens to be 2. This one, what's the other denominator from 7/2? 8. So now I get 30/16. I get 56/16. So that is -30/16 plus a -56/16. We're almost done. Okay? So my denominator is the same. That's going, when I keep the denominator, I add the numerators. -30 plus -56 is -86/16. Everybody with me still? Okay. What don't I like about that?
It's an improper fraction.
Well, I wanted it improper, but is it simplified?
No,
How do I know?
because
They're-
it's, the numerator is bigger than the denominator.
Not quite. They're both what? They're both even. 6 isn't even, 16 is even. So we can simplify. When they're both even, what number can we divide both the numerator and denominator by? By 2. So, use your calculator because you have to check me. Negative 86 divided by 2 should be negative 43. 16 divided by 2 should be 8. Those are equivalent. Once again, I'm available today after school until 3:15. Tomorrow morning starting at 6:50 and tomorrow during C lunch. Let's do one more. Last one. Point number 27. And remember, you're allowed to use all of your notes. So if you took great notes and you're writing all this down, you're going to be able to use all that. 1 2/5 minus a negative 3 3/4. Do I have to make the noise again? Wee-hoo. Oh, there's like, yeah. Make a fool of yourself. Wee-hoo, 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 wee-hoo. Because they are mixed numbers. We don't want, at no point do we want mixed numbers. 5 multiplied by 1 is 5. And I take that 5 and I add it to the 2. 7/5 minus a negative. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 plus the 3 is 15/4. Shoo! Oh, Mr. H, there's a problem. What's the problem? The denominators have to be the same in adding and subtracting. And that's on that sheet. There's a sheet that you have that talks about adding and subtracting, and you filled it in. I gave you those notes, remember that? So when we add or subtract, the denominators have to be the same. So I have 7/5. I have 15/4. What am I going to multiply this 7/5 by, Riley? What's the other denominator? Denominator is number in the bottom.
4.
4. So I multiply the whole thing by 4. That gives me 28/20. Olivia, 15/4. What's the other denominator?
4.
Well, here's the 4. What's the other one?
5.
So I multiply this whole thing by
5.
both the numerator and denominator. That's going to give me 75/20. So now I have 28/20 minus a negative 75/20. Hey y'all, is my denominator the same?
Yeah.
So we keep it. Use your calculator. Go 28 minus a negative 75. So get that calculator, do 28 minus a negative 75. What do we get?
103.
103/20. So for those of you who didn't finish your homework, listen, it's not a huge deal, but you need to finish it, and you need to show it to me. Okay? I'll be glad to help you. I'm here every morning, every afternoon. Yes? Okay. May I erase what's on the board? Does everybody have it copied down? Okay, you're going to want to get a blank piece of paper out and write down the date in multiplying and dividing fractions. And I assure you, listen, this is much easier than adding and subtracting. I promise you, it's so much easier. You're going to be like, Mr. H, can the quiz just be on this? Because that's how much easier it is.
Can I use the bathroom?
Sure, honey. Go ahead. Be quick, okay?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
So, when multiplying or dividing, the denominators do not matter. They don't matter. Okay? They do not matter. So here's our example. 3/5, 7/8. We're multiplying. Okay, now listen. When we multiply fractions, we multiply directly across. Can everybody use their calculator to multiply? Like, I mean, really, can everybody use their calculator to multiply? These aren't fractions. Don't think of them as fractions. It's two separate problems. Okay? Olivia, you trust me? Not, you don't have to yet. You're going to learn to trust me. Do you trust me right now, though?
Yeah.
Okay, get your calculator. You're doing this whole problem for me. Nope, you're going to do the whole problem. Ready? Do you know what 3 times 7 is? Okay. What's 5 times 8? No, don't write it down yet. Just tell me what's 5 times 8. Use your calculator if you have to.
40.
You just done the problem. Because, watch how easy this is. We multiply directly across.
Well, can that just be on the quiz?
It is on the quiz. This is half of the quiz right here.
For real?
Yeah.
Wait, how many questions are there?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
I
it.
mean, if that other stuff isn't on, I'll be fine.
Well, the other stuff is probably 5 or 6 questions.
Okay.
But
How
this will
many-
be 5
how
or
many
6.
of these?
5 or 6. Let's do another one.
Okay.
Let's do another one. Negative 3 halves
Oh, it's funny.
multiplied by negative 4/5. Okay, now, here's what I want you to do first. If we have a negative multiplied by a negative, what's my answer going to be?
Positive.
Absolutely positive. So we're done with the negatives. Still going to be a fraction, right? Okay. Maris, what am I going to multiply? What numbers?
-3 and -4.
Okay, which is positive.
12.
Good. What else?
And then 5 times 5.
What is it?
25.
Say it again.
Oh, 5 times. Wait.
5 and 2.
That's 5 and 2.
5 and 2, which is, what's 2 times 5?
10.
Oh. Okay, this isn't bad. You would get a lot of credit for this. But what's wrong with this right here?
Even.
They're both even, so we need to
Simple.
simplify. What can I simplify even numbers by?
3.
By 2. When they're even, we simplify by 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 10 divided by 2 is 5. You'll get full credit for this. So when we multiply straight across. Now, does that mean warning bells don't go off? Well, no, they have to. 3 1/3 multiplied by 4/7. Let's just try it. You ready? Wee-hoo, 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 wee-hoo. Warning bells, warning bells. Monkey clanging the cymbals. My marker flying that way. You can laugh, it's fine. What's wrong with this?
Mixed numbers.
Mixed numbers, so we have to get rid of it. We need to change it to what? Improper fraction. 3 multiplied by 3.
9.
Plus 1 is 10/3. Multiplied by 4/7. Wait a minute. Do we care about the denominators?
No.
No! Can you multiply?
Yes.
Do it. Everybody do it right now. Get the answer and I want to see what it is. Use those calculators. Beautiful. Nice. Okay, so we're multiplying across. That's it. Multiplication is multiplying across. 10 times 4 is 40. 3 times 7 is 21. Can I simplify it? No. Did I tell you this was going to be easier?
Yes.
Is it easier?
Yes.
I mean, much easier, right? If you see a multiplication problem, as long as you make sure that there's no mixed numbers, You multiply the numerators. You multiply the denominators. Hey, y'all. You ready for the easier thing? Well, it's not easier.
Wait, is division on the quiz?
Okay, now, guess what? Division is going to be multiplication. Listen again. Division is going to be multiplication. This is why taking good notes is extremely important. You ready? For division only, you're going to want to put this in a box. The words keep,
Keep, change, flip.
change, yep, flip. Listen, there are ways that I could teach you the why behind keep, change, flip. But right now, this isn't really part of algebra. This is part of 7th grade math and 6th grade math and 8th grade math. I'm just trying to get you remembering it. Okay, so keep, change, flip. This is for division only. 1/2 multiplied by, not multiplied, divided by 2/3. 1/2 divided by 2/3. You ready? We need to remember the words keep, change, flip. We're going to keep, let me move that away a little bit. We're going to keep the 1/2. We are going to change the division into multiplication. And we are going to flip only the last fraction. What do I mean by flip? If it's 2/3 now, it becomes 3/2. You all just told me, wow, multiplication's so easy. Really, just Olivia told me. But if Olivia's telling me, hey, this is so easy, she speaks for the class. Right? You're sitting in the front, you speak for the entire class.
If that happens, do we still keep the 2 or do we times?
We always multiply. In multiplication, we multiply across because when multiplying or dividing, the denominators do not matter. So 1 multiplied by 3 is 3. 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. Mr. H, does it get harder?
No.
Not really. Not really. (3/5) divided by -1 and 1/4. Actually, let's make it -1 and 1/7. Hmm? Did you say you're not doing it?
Huh? No, I said I ran out of room.
Oh, you can use another paper. Okay. What's wrong? What's wrong with this? Warning bells, warning bells, warning bells, warning bells.
Mixed numbers.
Mixed number. We don't like it. Multiply is 21. Oh, no, wow, Mr. H. No, it's not. 7 multiplied by 1, Mr. H, is 7. Oh, my goodness. Plus 1, so we have 3/5 divided by -8/7. Anybody confused on how I got -8/7? Because I was for a second. I had a lot of trouble with that. Whew. What 3 letters do we want to remember?
Keep, change, flip.
KCF. K,
Like cubes.
C, F. Keep the first fraction. Change the division to multiplication. Flip this fraction over.
Wait, so when we flip
Mhm.
the 7, the 8 and 7,
The negative stays.
the negative stays and it goes to a negative.
It doesn't, it's just going to be 1 negative because I have this, I have a positive times a negative. What's a positive times a negative?
Negative.
So I have a negative fraction. Then we're done worrying about the negative. Okay? Riley, 3 multiplied by 7. 21. Maris, 5 multiplied by 8.
40.
Y'all, that's it. How confident do we feel right now with multiplication and division? Multiplication and division. Okay.
Do we do the same procedure when we hit like 22 and 40?
So then you would still simplify, yep. Then you would still simplify. Okay. For this class, you do have homework. And we are going to go over it tomorrow before the quiz. I want you to circle these, so make sure that you've got these circled. Okay, because it's a little bit different than what I've already had in Canvas, so I'm going to switch a little bit. You ready? Circle 1, 3, and 7. So you're circling 1, 3, and 7. Flip it over. And then you are going to circle 11, 13, and 19. So you are doing 6 problems. Listen again. On this worksheet, you are doing numbers 1, number 3, and number 7. Then you are doing numbers 11, 13, and 19. Are there any questions? Yes, no, maybe so.
Do we keep change flip on this one?
Only on what?
Oh, so not this.
So wait. What are we using keep change flip for?
Division?
Only division. So is the front division?
No.
Flip it over. Is the back division?
Yeah.
So that's where we'd use keep change flip.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, what questions do you guys have? Anything on that adding and subtracting homework is fair game for the quiz. Okay, so if you're like, what can I practice? Any of those questions. And guess what? I will be here to answer any of your questions.
How many questions are on the quiz?
It depends. I've got a couple different versions of the quiz. Just depends on which kind you get. Okay, so we are working. I'm going to turn off the video. Love you, kiddos. Keep on working hard. You guys are doing great.